The following professional wrestling exhibition requires discretionary viewer participation.
Howdy hi, friends and neighbors. Snarl is in Virginia Beach tonight, and we're ready for 2 hours of the biggest stars in the biggest matches. Wally C, Johnny B, and Hangman Tex, all present and accounted for, with about 2 weeks to go till Coliseum Games, a supercard that's already slowly taking shape.
Hi out there, tubers. Yeah, a couple of matches are already confirmed, with a lot more on the way. Some of them probably coming off of what could happen here tonight.
Great point, GB. Howdy, folks. How's everybody doing tonight? Well, that's the second Snarl of 2026, and this one's looking even better than the last one. Great lineup tonight. Do stick around, because you're not gonna want to miss any of it, including our opening card, which is going to be a real interesting. Our opening match tonight, is going to be a great one. Straight out of the classic world-class championship wrestling from the days in Dallas, Texas. Check this one out, folks. It's going to be the Great Muta, backed up by Playboy Gary Hart, locking it up against the one and only Bruiser Brody.
And fans, stick around, because in addition to tonight's matches, we'll bring you the latest goings-on in our WLL. Meantime, here comes Playboy Gary Hart, standing behind the Great Muta. And you're not wrong, Tex. This one would have been a classic back in the day. And it's probably going to be a great match here tonight.
I'm counting on it, GB. I'm counting on it. Has there ever been a more Japanese entrance than that of the Great Muta?
Good evening, Virginia Beach. Welcome to our WL Snarl. Our opening contest is set for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first, accompanied by Playboy Gary Hart from the land of the rising sun, weighing 236 pounds, the Great Muta.
The rapidly restructured Playboy making it down to the ring with his third and latest client. And it ain't the first time the Playboy works with Muta. He also managed 8th grade Kabuki as well. Seems like Gary Hart has a specific type he prefers to manage.
Tack on Luna Vachon and ODB to his slowly developing roster, and Hart's got himself the potential start of something. And who knows who else he might bring into the fold.
Yeah, who knows? We might see Abdullah the Butcher, Kamala the Ugandan Giant, who knows?
His opponent from Santa Fe, New Mexico, weighing 310 pounds, Bruiser, Brody.
Quick review shows Brody last appeared 3 months back here on Snarl, when he dropped his match against Kane, not injured or anything, just taking his time between matches. Which is smart when you throw yourself into your work like he does.
The Bruiser's a 3-time No Rules champion and former super heavyweight champion. And if Brody appears regular and wins consistently, he'll be back at the top again before very long.
Yeah, I would say so. Oh, Magic's the current No Rules champion. He better hope Brody don't come knocking. Man, Muta versus Brody. This is straight out of world class from the Sportatorium in Dallas. Oh man, this is going to be a great card opener. Willie Johnson rings the bell, and here it goes. Muta doesn't quite take Brody down, counters Brody. Another dropkick doesn't take Brody down, but a crossbody does. Swing and a miss with the kick. Brody goes behind on him. Hard whips Muta to the ropes, elbow right to the face. Bruiser Brody rounds up the Great Muta over the... Oh, man. Slam face first, flapjack to the center of the logo. There's a kick to the chest from Bruiser Brody. Man, been a while since we've seen Bruiser in action. The Great Muta with a back body drop swings and misses with the kick against Brody. With a neck breaker on the Great Muta. Muta being dragged towards center by Brody. lays in a fist drop. Muta catches a kick to the back. Brody is all business tonight. A leg sweep from the great Muta. Muta rounds up Brody, a chop across the chest. There's a chop right back from Brody. You don't want to play that game with Bruiser Brody, man. Oh, the knee right to the midsection. The great Muta's laid out. Here's a pin. One. Barely just a one. The great Muta rounded up by Bruiser Brody again. Hard whipped into the corner. There's a counter elbow from the great Muta. Muta rounds Brody up, scoop slams him. Almost effortless, man. Wow, that was great. There's a stomp right to the face. One knee right to the back of the head of Bruiser Brody. The great Muta makes his way to the top turnbuckle. Brody in trouble. Whoa! Swing and a miss. Brody's been having a great time with him. Muta not too coordinated this evening. Okay. Brody covers. Hooks the leg. One. Another just one. Playboy Gary Hart can't be too pleased with the progress of the great Muta at the present time, Shoulder tackle from Muta to Brody. Brody rounded up. He's got the goozle on him. Has him up. Oh, man. Military press from the great Muta into a slam. And finally, Playboy Gary Hart got something to clap about. Bruiser Brody back up on his feet. There's a shot right to the face of the great Muta. Muta whipped to the corner by Brody. There's a clothesline to the back of the head. Muta taken down to the canvas. A stomp right to the arm of Bruiser Brody. The great Muta. Ooh, hard shot to the midsection, puts Muta against the ropes. Brody whips him. There's a knee at the midsection. Whips him again. There's another. And he rounds that off with a Russian leg sweep to the great Muta. Bruiser Brody. Definitely 100% business tonight. Whoop! There goes Willie Johnson. Oh, man, Muta didn't mean to do it, but it happened. Crossbody from the top rope. Willie Johnson quickly back into the game here. Missed that last aerial from the great Muta. Muta with a clubbing overhand right to Bruiser Brody. There's a clothesline. There's the second one. Rebound off the ropes from Muta and a heel kick right to the face of Bruiser Brody, and down he goes. Brody rounded up one more time here by the great Muta. He's wound it up. There's a big time hard right hand right to the face of Brody. Here's a cover and a hook of the leg. 1, 2. Again, no good. Brody, double tough. You're going to have a hard time getting a 3 count on Brody. Sweep of the leg. Down he goes. Muta back on the canvas again. Brody busted open, but indicating to the fans that he's just fine. That's Brody for you. He's laid out right now. Muta looks like he's setting up for something dangerous. Oh, he's got the goozle again. He's going for that military press one more time. Into a spine buster this time. Yeah, he can do a whole bunch of things from that military press. Here's a cover and a hook of the leg. 1, 2. Brody gets that right shoulder up again. But he's just hanging on. Muta back up on his feet first. Gets a hold of Brody. Brody with a quick shoulder tackle. Muta's laid out. Brody takes himself to the top left turnbuckle. Oh, man. Muta. Wait a minute. He changed his mind on the high wrist. Misses with the kick. Drop kick from Muta takes Brody down. And things just switched up real quick. Brody against the ropes. A clothesline from Muta takes him out to the floor. Like I said, things changed up real quick. Muta on the top turnbuckle. Brody slowly getting back to his feet. The referee counting. Here goes Muta. Elbow right to the top of the dome. For Bruiser Brody. Brody counters with a back body drop. Depositing. The great Muta almost on the ramp. Muta counters with a kick to the knee. Brody counters with a knee to the midsection. Muta counters with a right. Oh, man. Brody almost gets him back inside the ring. Leaps over, rolls in himself. That was smooth. That's Bruiser Brody for you. He moves quick for a big guy. Muta still laid out on the outside. Playboy Gary Hart looking a little bit concerned. Muta back up on his feet, back inside. Gets Brody by the throat for a third time. Has him up for the military press, and there's the slam one more time. Brody quickly back up, blocks him, tags him with the right. Muta counters with a right of his own. Has him up again for the military press slam. Oh, man. The great Muta not playing any games here. Oof. Elbow drop right to the chest of Brody. And things, like I said, things turned around real quick. Once things went outside the ring, there's a stomp to the midsection of Bruiser Brody. The Great Muta rounds up Brody half to a seated position. Goes behind on him. Rear headlock. And he cinched it in pretty good. Brody, center ring, in trouble. Busted open and bleeding, and the Great Muta's got the hold locked in. Oh, man. He releases the hold. Brody slowly making his way back up to the stand position. He's got him by the throat again. Oh, don't shut up. Into the spine buster again. The Great Muta really starting to show out here. Here's our pin. 1, 2, again, Brody. Muta can't believe it. He's going to have to drop a transmission on his head to keep him down. Back body drop from Bruiser Brody. The Great Muta rounded up again. There's a kick from Brody. Spins him around. Has him up over the shoulders into the fireman's carry. Brody countered by the Great Muta with a set of elbows. Muta rounds him up. Hip toss from the Great Muta. What a match. What a card opener we got going on here. Brody on the outside. Muta joins him out there. Catches a right. Ducks him. Gets back inside the ring. Everybody's back inside the pool now. Brody with a nice suplex and a pin. 1, 2. First one. Once ago. Brody working up a sweat here. And it's been a great match. The Great Muta catches an uppercut. Counters with a kick. Gets back up on his feet before Brody does. Brody quickly back up. Slams him down with a clothesline. He clocked him a beauty with that one. Flip over neck rip for the Great Muta. Brody snaps the leg on the Great Muta. And again, Playboy Gary Hart looking a little bit worried here. Brody tries for the neck breaker, but quickly countered. An elbow to the back of the head from the Great Muta. Muta setting Brody up against the ropes. There's a hard right. There's a whip into the ropes, knee to the midsection, a whip to the ropes, another knee to the midsection, and he's going to round that off with a Russian leg sweep just like Brody did to him. Wow. Here's another pin. 1, 2. Oh, man. Brody is like, unbelievable. Muta catches a couple of shots from Brody. He's got the Terminator. Whips into the corner. Brody ducks him. Muta nails him with a jab. Arms up. The big punch takes him down again. And Bruiser Brody's laid out again. Wow. The Great Muta needs to pin him. Get this over with, man. Brody getting back up on his feet. This is not good. There's a hard right from the Great Muta. Tossed over the top rope and out onto the floor. Bruiser Brody laid out. The Great Muta's going to start the count all over again and join him. Takes it to the outside. Brody blocks him, takes him with the right. Muta counters him. Brody counters Muta. Quickly rolls himself back inside the ring. Here comes Muta right after him. Has him up another military press. I do not believe it. Slammed down one more time by the Great Muta. What a match this has been. We're running out of time. Here's another pin. 1, 2. Shut the hell. Muta's real mad now. Oh boy. Brody with a back body drop on Muta. He's like Godzilla. You can't stop him. Brody with a DDT to the Great Muta. Lays him out. He rolls him over center ring, covers and hooks the leg here. 1, 2, 3. And finally, this one comes to an end with Bruiser Brody picking up the pinfall win.
The time, 10 minutes and 24 seconds. Your winner by pinfall, Bruiser Brody.
Well, guys, what do you say to that? We've had a lot of great opening matchups over time, but this one was extra special. Bruiser Brody picking up a 3-count pinfall win over the Great Muta in a battle that just went back and forth between the two. It was between scientific technical moves and slugfest. It was absolutely amazing.
It really was an exciting matchup with tons of back and forth action and both guys on their top form. And when you get all that together, you get a great match like this one.
Totally was Johnny, and what a way for Bruiser Brody to say, "Hey world, I am back." All right, that's just one down in the books. A whole lot more headed your way when we come back on the other side of the break as Snarl continues.